Hello, Curious. Had Princess Diana still been alive today, she would have been celebrating her 60th birthday, and each year the royal family, especially her sons William and Harry, celebrate this day by upholding her memory. And for this year, they plan to unveil a statue of the Princess of Wales that has been placed on the grounds of Kensington Palace. And while we know how the royal family commemorates this day, how did Lady Di celebrate herself while she was still alive? Was her special day all about her? Why did she refuse her then-husband's offer to organize her celebrations? And what kind of gifts did she receive? And what somewhat outrageous gift did she give her son William for his 13th birthday? Stay with us until the very end to find out how the Queen of the People's Hearts had celebrated her birthday throughout the years, but before we continue, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, turn on the notifications, and subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our future videos. As many of you will be aware, the royal family has many rules and protocols that its members must follow. But are there any when it comes to birthday celebrations? Not necessarily, unless you are a monarch. Most royal birthdays are low-key unless it's some sort of milestone. For example, in May of 2018, several months before his actual birthday, Prince Charles, who turned 70 that year, attended an extravagant 300-guest gala in his honor, and the Queen has a nationwide celebrations given that she's the reigning monarch. And if you want to know more about that, click on the link above to check out our video titled Queen Elizabeth 95th Birthday in Mourning. Changes are coming. Though, for the most part, most members of the royal family have their special day off and do not attend any official events and businesses. Though not always, as several members of the royal family had in the past worked on those days, such as Prince William, who in 2018 spent his special day attending the open ceremony of the defense of the National Rehabilitation Center in Northampton. And just like he did, his mother, Lady Diana Spencer, had also spent several of her birthdays attending official events. In 1983, when celebrating turning 22, the princess and her husband Prince Charles were on their tour of Canada, and the celebrations had fallen on the last day of the stop of the tour, which was in Edmonton. And surely hearing a stadium full of people singing happy birthday in your honor made it not only a memorable day, but also a memorable trip abroad. And surely for the people present, it was even more special, as July 1st also happens to be Canada Day. On her 25th birthday, the princess has once again spent her special day attending an official function in honor of someone else, and this time it was West Germany President Richard von Weizsäcker. And according to LA Times, at the time Buckingham Palace would not say whether the royal family had planned a party for the princess, though Prince Charles was surely given some inspiration on what gift to give his wife as he visited an exhibition of the Royal College of Art, where the students suggested that such things as a yogurt maker, a fold-away typewriter, and heated ski boots. But if you want to know what exactly presents she received from her husband, then make sure you stay with us until the end. And if you want to know how the royal family, especially her sons, had remembered their mother throughout the years, be sure to click on the link above to check out our video titled Princess Diana, How William and Harry Remembered Their Mother 23 Years Later. When on her 30th birthday came around, the Princess of Wales also attended a function, but also was at war with Prince Charles. And Robert Jobson, the author of several books on the royal family, had explained that in the run-up on the big day, Charles had offered to throw a party to mark the special occasion. But as the writer went on to say that Lady Di had rejected his offer because apparently it wasn't heartfelt enough. And he went on to say that Diana had rebuffed his attempts to throw a celebration party, feeling perhaps rightly that the offer stemmed from a sense of propriety rather than a heartfelt desire to bring her happiness. And instead of partying down with the royal family and other elite, she had spent her 30th birthday at the Savoy Hotel attending a charity lunch in aid of the Rainbow House Hospice. And much similarly, she had spent her 36th birthday, which was her last, as a month later she would lose her life in a tragic accident. On July 1st of 1997, for her birthday, Diana was gifted a beaded black gown from her designer friend, Jacques Azaguri, which she wore when attending a gala that was held in honor of Tate's Gallery centenary in London. But prior to even leaving, the princess had received a gift from her son Harry, who at the time was off at boarding school, and as reported by The Insider, on the day that her youngest son called her to send her wishes and even rallied his school friends to sing happy birthday to his mom, and in the evening when she finally arrived at the gallery, Lady Di made it clear why she was called the People's Princess, as she took the time to greet fans that had gathered outside, and she accepted gifts from them which included cards, flowers, and small pink balloons with a cartoon bear. At the event, she was accompanied by her brother Charles Spencer, and it would have been the last time he saw his sister before her passing. And since we have talked about the dress, which became one of her most iconic looks, why not click on the link above to check out our video titled Princess Diana Broke Royal Fashion Rules. And since we've talked about gifts, what kind of presents did she receive on her special day? On the day of her 20th birthday, The Express wrote an article about the princess where they had called her the birthday girl with everything. And I mean, that is a good point, because what would you get someone who seemingly has everything? After she finished school for her 18th birthday, her parents had gifted her with a flat in Coleraine Court in London suburb of Earl's Court, where she lived with her friends. And it was there that the 19-year-old Diana was first hounded by the paparazzi as they tried to get a glimpse of the future wife of Prince Charles. And since she attended many events on her special day, she was surely given many gifts in the form of flowers and cards from the people, just like we mentioned a moment ago. But what about her husband? For her 20th birthday, he had gifted her with a gold woven bracelet and a watch by the Swiss maker Patek Philippe, which has been reported to have cost around $4,000. And 2 years later, once again for her birthday, Charles had gifted his wife with an emerald earrings that had matched a diamond and emerald art deco bracelet he gave her as a wedding present. So given that we are on the topic of Princess Diana and her jewelry, why not go ahead to our brand new channel CURIOSIPS WOW, where we have a video dedicated to exactly that topic, and you can do so by clicking on the link above. Though with the birthday gifts, Lady Di was also great at giving them, and surely 2 gifts in particular will mean that Prince William will never forget his 13th birthday. And why is that? Because in one of her most unconventional parenting moves ever, the Princess of Wales had decided to gift her son with a cake in the shape of women's breasts. Former royal chef Darren McGrady had talked about it with Mary Claire and said, "I came into work that morning and went down to the refrigerator, opened the door, and I was confronted with the biggest pair of boobs I've ever seen in my life." And according to him, the oldest of the sons turned red looking at it, while Harry insisted that he wanted a similar one for his birthday. McGrady had also revealed that she invited supermodels such as Claudia Schiffer, Christy Turlington, and Naomi Campbell. And speaking of Harry, for his 30th birthday, she had also left him with an incredible gift. Before she lost her life, the princess had written a number of final wishes, which included what items she would be gifting to her sons in the event of her passing. And Diana requested almost all of her possessions to be divided between William and Harry. The rest of them were distributed among 17 godchildren, while £50,000 was given to her butler Paul Burrow, and she wanted a bulk of her estate to be placed in a trust for her sons to have all access to once they turned 25. But after the tragic passing, that was changed to 30. And some of the things that she wanted her sons to have specifically had brought a tear to the eyes of some people, as it was revealed that her iconic 1981 wedding dress was gifted to them when Harry turned 30, and in turn, the youngest of the brothers had received their engagement ring, which had later been gifted to his brother when he had plans to propose to Kate. And just like she had thought of them with these actions, her 2 sons honor her every single year, and given that this year, 2021, would mark her 60th birthday, a statue of the Princess of Wales has been commissioned, created and unveiled at Kensington Gardens, where it will remain as a permanent fixture. Though, who's on the guest list for this ceremony? Well, it's already been slashed due to COVID-19 guidelines in place, and according to The Insider, unveiling the statue will be her sons Prince Williams and Prince Harry, and of course, as well as Diana's close family members of the statue committee, the sculptor Ian Rank Broadley, and the garden designer Pip Morrison. And clearly, here some of you might have noticed that there are a few people missing, and one of the main people is the Queen. And while no official statement has been issued as to why, those chances are that it is for the monarch's safety in light of the pandemic. And the wives of both Prince Harry and Prince William are missing, and while Meghan Markle has stayed behind in Los Angeles with the couple's daughter, who is still less than a month old and who was named in honor of Diana, May wondered why the reason behind Kate's absence is. And some had suggested that it's due to tensions between the brothers, but an insider has revealed that the reason for it is the limited amount of people who can attend. And of course, Prince Charles himself will also be absent, as according to the palace sources, he will be on a trip to Scotland that day. An anonymous source who claims to be his friend spoke with the Times of London and said he does find it terribly difficult. These moments have potentials to resurface old wounds, and it brings back memories for him. Happy, sad, and regretful. Rumors are also going to be going around that there had been no meeting scheduled between the 2 princes and their father, and while many hope that this occasion would help heal the rift between their relations, that might not actually be the case. And so curious, what are your thoughts about how Princess Diana decided to spend several of her birthdays? Did you know what kind of gifts she received? Do you really think that she gave William such a cake? And do you think there's a chance that the brothers could fix their relationship on this occasion? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Until next time!